Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be reviewing the first ever episode of Season 1, Episode 1 of the Breaking Bad spinoff, Better Call Saul. The first and second episode are appearing back to back. The first one on Sunday, and the second one on Monday, so Sunday and Monday. It's confirmed that this is going to be a Sunday series, I believe, so right after The Walking Dead, I believe, or Talking Dead or whatever. I watched the first half right after the Walking Dead ended, and then the second half I watched it a couple minutes ago, right after I returned from school. So yeah, um, yeah. Basically this is supposed to be a prequel to the Breaking Bad series, which I've seen parts of it. I haven't finished. I think I've seen the first 2.5 seasons. Um, so yeah, and so basically to give you an overall generalization of what Better Call Saul is basically like a prequel to Breaking Bad, and it has some of the previous cast members, and yeah, and basically the show is supposed to star Odenkirk as Saul Goodman, Jonathan Banks as Mike Mantrot, Rhea Seahorn as Kim Wexler, Patrick Fabian as Howard Hamlin, Michael Mando as Nacho Varga, Michael McKee as Chuck McGills, which is Saul's brother, Raymond Cruz as Tuco Salamanca, who was also in the original Breaking Bad series, Julie Ann Emery as Betsy Kettleman, Jeremy Shamos as Craig Kettleman, and Kerry Condon as an unnamed character. So yeah, before I begin though, 10 seconds spoiler warning as usual. For those that have yet to actually watch the episode and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and then come back and watch the rest of this review. 10 seconds spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the first episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you fair warning, because as usual, I did. And by the way, the first episode is called Uno, which makes sense, because for number one, Uno is one in Spanish, so yeah. Basically, this is basically an introduction to Saul Goodman, right before he became famous for being this lawyer, and then the whole Heisenberg incident in Breaking Bad and whatnot. So basically, this is like his origin story, and it really does show that in the first episode. The acting I thought was pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not completely sold on the idea of Better Call Saul. I'm not completely sold, but I do think it could work. I'm not completely sold, but I do think it could work. The first episode gave me some hope. I'm still a bit skeptical, but I'm not completely against it. Okay, I still think it's a great idea. To have some kind of spinoff, I'm a bit skeptical even still after the first episode. The acting is pretty good in my opinion. Bob Odenkirk, for those I've seen not Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. No, he's a great actor. He's very elaborate. He's very extravagant in a sense. He's very outgoing, and I really do like the way he portrays Saul. Here and the Breaking Bad series. The writing is pretty good. I think there are a few times where it could have been better in my opinion, and it's kind of weird because I believe the people who made Breaking Bad are also working on the show, like the writers and some of that stuff. So it's kind of weird that the writing's a bit iffy at times. Like there are maybe a few times where it could have been better. At the beginning, I want to say like maybe the first 5 to 10 minutes or something, where it had just this black and white sequence that made no sense to me. I think that had no purpose of being there. Like that was just filler throughout the episode, and I really didn't like that. And that kind of confused me. Um, but I do think it's a pretty good beginning to a hopefully great series, great spin-off series. And yeah, supposedly this is supposed to take some of this show is supposed to take right before the whole Breaking Bad incident. Some of it it's supposed to happen during the Breaking Bad incidents, and some of it even after the Breaking Bad incidents. So there is a lot of hope for the show. Again, it has some pretty good acting, some pretty good writing. I do think there are some things that could have been better. And maybe some scenes could have been taken out, some things could have been better explained. Also, there's these two kids. They're like 18, 19 years old. They're like skateboarders, and they're with Saul Goodman, and they're trying to scam people. And we kind of expect this from Saul. If you've seen Breaking Bad, you kind of expect this, but I don't really feel that yet. I don't really feel like it. right now, I just don't feel like it really fits to the overarching story of the show so far. I mean, maybe these characters will become bigger characters because I don't remember them from the Breaking Bad show. I don't honestly remember them. So yeah, it's a pretty good first episode. The second episode review is gonna come out later. So yeah, because again, the second episode comes out on Monday. And yeah, so and episode 3 is supposed to come out on the 18th, which I believe is a Sunday, right? Is that a Sunday? Or not 18th? Did I say 16th or 18th? 16th. So it's on a Monday. Oh, never mind. It's a Monday TV series. Shit. Okay, so yeah, I mean overall it's a pretty decent. It was not decent. It was actually a pretty good premiere. I did expect a bit more, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. For those who like the Breaking Bad series, I do think are gonna find some enjoyment. For those who like the character of Saul Goodman and Bob Odenkirk portraying him, I do think you're gonna find enjoyment. As did I. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty good episode, pretty great episode. I just expected a bit more from it, and that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below. Comment down below on your thoughts on the first episode. What were your thoughts on it? Like the videos on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. That's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.